When I had my big spiritual awakening, it was funny. I had a tarot reading, and I was told in this tarot reading that I would find a spiritual teacher or be connected to a guide. The next day, I met a person that I think I said something about time is relative, it does not exist, and they were like, correct. And it was like, I knew this was the person. This was the person. I spent like 2 weeks maybe wanting to tell this person, you're my spirit teacher, my guide. It's not actually spirit guided, but you're my spiritual teacher. And I finally did one day, and they were like, let's not put labels on it. I was like, okay, you're my spirit teacher, don't care. And shortly after this was when I had my spiritual awakening, where everything I saw was different. When you can see the radiant essence of everything inside of everything, that one. And this person, at the beginning of the new year, things got really, really rocky, and shortly after, they left me. They didn't like leave me cold turkey, but pretty much they left me cold turkey. And I was really confused for a while. I was really confused, and I was searching for a spiritual teacher. And I was told and given so many signs by the universe that, and I knew that their time with me was through, and it was time for me to be my spiritual teacher. It was time for me to be my leader. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is truly ready, the master will disappear. So I didn't want to accept that for a little while, because I felt for this person so strongly. I did not want them out of my life. I was attached. I was attached. And I spent a lot of time like in some pain, like, what do I do? Who do I go to? Who do I talk to? I still would message this person like with questions, and they would barely give me an answer. It made me so upset and sad, and I tried to drag like answers from that person when they were barely giving me anything, and tried to like over like, wow, this person, what they said was important, when really honestly it was like I was just hanging on and grasping and clenching on to something that was not there anymore. So I had seen that quote, and I knew that that's what had happened, but I didn't want that to be what had happened. So I clinged on, and I had done tarot readings on this particular person. I highly suggest, when it comes to a situation like this, and like when it comes to like an attachment with a person, do a tarot reading. This is what happened for me. 3 times in a row, when I did a tarot reading on this person, I pulled the death card. Anyone knows, like, when it comes to tarot, like, the death card is nothing to be afraid of. It's not, you're gonna die necessarily, or this person's gonna die. It's time for this particular situation or this thing to die. It's done. Go. So the 3 times I did a tarot reading on this person, actually not the 3 times in a row, it was the 3 times I did it. I got the death card each time. I got a card that alluded in my gut that, like, it was from my Starseed Oracle deck. I don't remember the exact card, but it literally said, you are your own teacher. You will lead your own way now. Be free and go. You are not meant to have someone else telling you what to do. You are the one that knows the truth and knows the answers. Be free. to do such. It's your calling. And you can't ignore it. You can't ignore that shit. So that really helped me in that situation. And another thing that I did was cord cutting rituals. I remember after that first cord cutting, it wasn't the next day, but the day after, it was like gone. It was gone. So self-empowerment, coming into your own true divine self and divine being, your own divinity, right? Attachments, literally, it's walk kindly and peacefully and keep moving, keep going, or get fucking drug along. Because I got fucking drug along. And I get drug along quite a lot in life. And why and when does it happen? It happens because I won't let go. And because I want to stay attached. You know, as I've been told, maybe it's not time for me to let go because I have a lesson to learn from it. But, you know, you have the option to stay attached for longer or let it go quicker. And the peace comes when you're able to realize that your attachment is not serving you and it's time to let go. So the self-empowerment piece, I actually have been stepping in to this reality that I know for a fact that my divinity is here, and it's only a matter of me being confident in stepping into that reality, because it's already here. I am in alignment. Ways to see alignment. When you say a particular thing and then you hear it in the other room right after. When you're thinking something and you go on your phone and you see that exact thing that you were thinking. The numbers. When I went from like seeing doubles to seeing triples, quadruples, doubles, double, like, you know, that's a really, really big one for me, is like the numbers, seeing the numbers. Those are like the classic, the first thing that I had, and I know they will always be there. Numbers don't lie. They are divine, very divine. Numerology is beautiful. But staying connected to your own true divinity and realizing that, yes, you can learn from others. Always, always seek to learn from others. But you're going to find your true lessons within yourself. When you take a particular piece of information and you send it through your divinity and your source self, because regardless, I don't care what you're hearing, who it is, how trustworthy they've been, I don't care. Me, anybody else. Don't trust that shit unless you've put it through you and your source self. Now your ego, same for me, like don't filter the information through my ego. Attempt to find your source self, your divine being, and send it through there to find the truth. There's a reason that we connect to what we know is going on in here. So I've got a particular feeling or something that is in here, in me, that's I know is truth. And then I see and hear it elsewhere, and I'm like, how the did they come up with it? You know, I didn't tell them. They don't know my thoughts. They do know my thoughts. Collective consciousness. We know what's up. It's on you. You have it. It's there. All you gotta do is step in.